Welcome to our lesson on approximating square roots with a calculator. So, in order to find the exact square root, well, not exact square root, but the square root to the nearest hundredth, we would most likely want to use a calculator. Now remember, 14 and 52 hundredths, we learned in the previous video, is an irrational number. There's not something precise times itself that will equal 14.52, but we can use the calculator to find, the first couple digits of the square root of this irrational number, and then we can use it to round to the nearest hundredth. So what we're going to do, let me pull the calculator onto the screen, and all calculators are different, but in this calculator, or if you're using your iPhone or an iPad, you're going to type the number in first, and then you're going to hit the square root button. So here we see this really long number, and it actually continues to go on and on and on. But we are going to round to the nearest hundredth, and so that would be right there. So it would be 3 and 81 hundredths. 3 and 81 hundredths. Now, if you want to double check that to make sure you didn't hit the wrong button in the calculator or something, what you could do is you could multiply 3 and 81 hundredths times 3 and 81 hundredths. And again, this was an estimate, so it's not going to be exact, but it is super close to the number that we were looking for. So we know that 3 and 81 hundredths is a good rounded number to the nearest hundredth. It is an approximation, so that's our approximately equal to symbol. Okay, and if we do it with our next number, again, we're just going to, clear out our calculator, type in the number, and hit the square root button. Again, in some actual handheld calculators, you have to hit the square root button first, so it just kind of depends on your calculator. Now, the first few digits of this were 4.220, blah, blah, blah. And so if I want to round to the nearest hundredth, it would be right there. And so the 0 tells me to stay where I'm at, and the answer would be 4 and 22 hundredths, approximately. So we've got our approximation symbol there. Again, I can double check that by multiplying 4 and 22 hundredths times 4 and 22 hundredths. And I get super close to the number I was looking for. Okay, this last one is a little trickier. When I look to go round this number, so let's go ahead and actually write out the number, 5.495, so on. And I apologize, I'm not used to writing on my computer screen, so it's a little sloppy. The 5 actually tells me to round the 9 up. So this approximation would actually be 5.5, or if you wanted to, 5.50. So that's how